Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with an unboxing and I am unboxing my third My Chronicle book box, and this is the January box, and the box I usually get is Crime and Mystery. So without much further ado, let us dive in. So the box, as you can see, I have not peeked. It's got this lovely sort of pale, sort of purpley lilac colour and the lovely sticker which matches the design on the front, as always. I can't wait to get in. I know what the book is, I have spoiled myself for it, but I won't spoil you quite yet. So, just rip into it, Graham. Let's go. Okay, so obviously first of all we have the what the book is and a letter and interview from the author. I will get to those later on. And then we have lots of these lovely paper worms which get everywhere. Nothing that the Hoover doesn't fix. I love this. This is a postcard and it's printed on 100% recycled paper, and it is a quote from Wilkie Collins, and it says, "It is the nature of truth to struggle to the light, and I will be putting that in a frame because that is just absolutely lovely." And it says on the back, "My Chronicle exclusive limited edition collectible postcard design #1, Wilkie Collins." So yes, and it looks like a bowler hat, I want to say, or a pork pie hat possibly. Not sure. It's a hat of some sort, and then there's a whistle up here. I haven't read any Wilkie Collins, so I'm not 100% sure where that quote comes from, but yeah, that's cute, and it will be getting framed. Now, there's one of these things as well that's full of air. I made the mistake the last time, possibly the first time I got My Chronicle box, there was some of these in it, and I popped them, and Coochie, one of our corgis, she didn't speak to me for about 2 hours afterwards. She got such a fright, so I shan't be popping that. I'll drop it on the floor and pick it up later. So I can see that there's a little tin. Oh my goodness, I need this right now because of the cold weather. My lips are so chapped. This is Book Therapy Elderflower Lip Balm, and it is just the cutest thing. Let's have a little see if it has a scent. Can't smell anything. Let's try some of it on. Oh wow, that feels really silky and so soothing. I'm so happy with this, I love it. Yeah, so Book Therapy Elderflower Lip Balm. I shall wipe that off on my trousers. Very happy with that. So the next thing, I'll move all these paper worms aside. So I have my reading tracker. Oh my goodness, I love this. There are 2 of these, and they're mychroniclebookbox.com on the bottom, and they have bookshelves on them, and it is my reading tracker. I think that is fabulous. That appeals to me. I love that. So cute. So I think the next thing is the book. Yes, it is. And it's in, again, one of these lovely cotton bags. I think the very first one I got was red, and this one's a gorgeous sort of dark purple, like aubergine or eggplant colour. So without much further ado, let's see what the book is. So like I said earlier, I know what the book is, but I'm not going to spoil you for it quite yet. This looks amazing, and it should be signed. Yes, it is. So this is The Coffinmaker's Garden by Stuart MacBride, and it's a Sunday Times bestseller. As a storm rages, a killer must be caught, and it just looks amazing. And it's one of these sort of lovely, kind of almost buttery feeling dust jackets, which I love. And then the inside, it is signed by the author, which is just brilliant. I have never read anything by Stuart MacBride, but it's crime and mystery. It's up my street. It's a genre that is possibly one of my favourites, if not my favourite. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one. I'll read you the inside. A village on the edge. A massive storm batters the Scottish coast. Gordon Smith's home is falling into the North Sea, but the crumbling headland has revealed what he's got buried in his garden. Human remains. A house full of secrets. With the storm still raging, it's too dangerous to retrieve the bodies, and waves are devouring the evidence, which means no one knows how many people Smith's already killed and how many more he'll kill if he can't be found and stopped. An investigator with nothing to lose. The media are baying for blood. The top brass are after a scapegoat, and ex-Detective Inspector Ash Henderson is done playing nice. He's got a killer to catch, and God help anyone who gets in his way. That sounds really awesome, and the fact that it's set in Scotland as well also really intrigues me. I really can't wait to get to this. It's a bit of a chunker, but yeah, I'm down for it. It has 486 pages. I shall read you a bit about the author because it's new to me. Stuart MacBride is the #1 Sunday Times best-selling author of the Logan McRae and Ash Henderson novels. He's also published standalones, novellas and short stories, as well as a children's picture book. Stuart lives in the northeast of Scotland with his wife Fiona, cats Grendel, Gherkin, Onion and Beetroot, some hens, horses and a vast collection of assorted weeds. I love that. That's just fabulous, and I cannot wait to get to this book. It sounds all kinds of twisted, and don't we all love that in a crime thriller, psychological thriller? Absolutely. So excited to get to this. But the thing that I was going to get back to, that we took out first, was the questions and the interview and the letter from the author. So I shall read what's in the box, although we've already gone through it. January 2021, Crime Book Box. Happy New Year. Welcome to the January 2021 monthly My Chronicle book box. There are spoilers ahead. It is up to you if you read this before you unpack. So I unpacked. All good here. We are kicking 2021 off with a top Scottish author, known for his snappy dialogue and strong sense of place. I am so pleased to be presenting you with a signed first edition of The Coffinmaker's Garden by Stuart MacBride. This one here. Put that back in the box without damaging anything. Featuring ex-DI Ash Henderson, a MacBride favourite. This novel reads perfectly as a standalone. I was kind of concerned about that when I read the back about the author, that he'd written more novels about that character, but now that I know this is a standalone, that's fab. The book takes us to Scotland in the midst of a ferocious storm, battering the coast it exposes, and then quickly begins to erode the evidence of a serial killer. Should your lips feel as battered as the Scottish coast this winter, we have included the perfect antidote. I need this, and it's so nice. A bespoke lip balm made exclusively for this box. So only people who have had this box or get this box will get this lovely little tin of book therapy lip balm, and I'm feeling so lucky right now. The balm is named Book Therapy and was created by Kaz at Lovely Skincare. Kaz is one of my favourite artisans to work with and is local to us in South Yorkshire. I just know this lip balm will be one of your self-care essentials from now on. Certainly, absolutely, yes. New for 2021 is an exclusive collectible A6 craft print in your box. This is the first in a planned series celebrating crime fiction, and we begin with the author, widely held to have written the first modern detective novel, Wilkie Collins. His novel Moonstone was published in 1868 and paved the way for crime fiction as we know it. Do you have reading goals for the year? Always, always. Let me get this thing out here. I think this is what this pertains to. Do you have reading goals this year? We all want to read more, and to help you keep track of your reading achievements, we have created a lovely reading tracker. Add the names of books you read to the beautiful watercolour bookshelf. I hope you enjoy this reading gift box, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and seeing your photos. Be sure to tag us at #MyChronicleBookbox, at MyChronicleBB, Twitter, at MyChronicleBookbox, Instagram and Facebook, so I can find them. All the best wishes for the new year, Louise. Thank you very much, Louise. I am absolutely over the moon with this box. I wish you a happy new year too. This is the sort of question and answer letter from the author, and it's the Coffinmaker's Garden by Stuart MacBride. Dear reader, here's 5 things I'd like you to know. 1. I'll start again. 1. I don't actually want you to know any of these things. I don't mean that I don't want you to know them. They're not secrets or anything exciting like that. It's just that it feels a bit like saying, you, there, reader, I want you to know these things, and I'm a big important writer, so you better damn well listen. Well, sorry, where really, I just hope that you'll find them interesting. Like the fact that when you crossbreed a cow with a bison, what you get is a beefalo. Or that T.S. Eliot liked to wear green face powder and lipstick on an ordinary day-to-day basis. You learn something new every day. Or even that a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. All these things are true, by the way. That's in brackets. So with that in mind, let's move on to number 2. I always write with music playing. I have tinnitus, so there's no such thing as silence in my world, and music helps dampen it down a bit. Tinnitus, that's dreadful. Back when I had a real job, writing is a real job. That didn't involve making up lies about people who don't exist. I worked in an IT cubicle farm, and wearing headphones was a great way to drown out all the other spuds and their phone calls and the clack thrum of the office printer and all the rest of that loud malarkey, which means I can now write anywhere. Airports, planes, trains, hotel rooms, backs of taxis, doesn't matter, as long as I've got my headphones on and music playing. Number 3. Related to number 2, for some reason I decided that the Coffinmaker's Garden would be written to Wagner's Der Ring, des Nibelungen, I hope I've pronounced that right, and nothing else. I wasn't allowed to plan, write or edit a single word of it without that playing in the background. No idea why, but it seemed to make sense at the time. In the past, I'd always pick an album that suited the scene I was writing. Something upbeat for happy things, something miserable for depressing ones, bit of hard rock for chase scenes, and this is the first time I've let the music just play in the background. It does make me wonder if all that Germanic opera has given the book a different flavour to my other ones. Number 4. I was able to skip a chunk of research about the antagonist in the book, Gordon Smith, by making him a set designer for pantomimes. That's because I spent 3 years in panto at Haddo House in Aberdeenshire. I worked my way up from silly village girl to ugly sister and finally evil Uncle Abanazar. Though I think he was really more misunderstood than evil. Everyone's the hero in their own story after all, even complete stinkers with a thing for magic lamps. So I had a lot of experience to draw on. It's a world I quite fancy returning to at some point because it would be great fun to combine a dark crime story with people running about in tights and slapping their thighs. And before you ask, yes, I did indeed shave off my beard to play my 2 pantomime dame roles. I'm a martyr to my art, so I am. And finally, number 5. I never meant there to be a second book featuring Ash Henderson, let alone a third. Birthdays for the Dead was my attempt at writing a Shakespearean tragedy, so it was definitely supposed to be a standalone. There was never a Hamlet 2. This time it's personal. That's in brackets. Or a sequel to Macbeth, though old Billy Shakespeare did like a Henry flavoured series, I suppose, but that undermines my argument. I'm going to gloss over those. And I loved writing a book where I knew no one was coming back, so I could be as horrible as I liked to them, and never have to worry about it. And then I decided that Ash deserved a second outing, a song for the dying. And so I had to get him out of the horrible situation I'd left him in, which was challenging. And having now written a third book in the series, I'd really like to write another Ash at some point. I have to admit that I kind of like the guy. He probably hates me though. And that's from Stuart MacBride, the author of the Coffinmaker's Garden, from January 2021's My Chronicle book box. So yeah, I look forward to getting to this at some point soonish. Definitely this year. Hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.